Why is it that village is so difficult? Why is it that village is not working? I mean, don't we all want the same thing? Don't we all want to thrive? Don't we all want to live in togetherness and to live with good food, good company, good people, growing like sense of community? Isn't that what we all want and what like a lot of us want? And why is it so difficult? Why is so scarce these days? My name is Jorge Pedret, and I've been on a journey of looking for community for the last 7 to 10 years. And I've encountered in different parts of the world different kinds of communities and different ways of organizing, and I've encountered what worked and what didn't work. And inside of this research that I've been wondering. I thought at the beginning, this is gonna be really easy. Like obviously people want this. Obviously people want this, so it's not gonna be too hard to find it. And it was a big surprise for me that when I was in this search, I started like not finding this. Finding it so difficult that there were so very few spaces where this was actually happening, and the entry point, like going into it, was a big challenge. And the challenges for me was my expectation, the expectation that I had about the village, and it was a shock for me that so many people want this, yet so many people are living at home, in their own home, isolated with their partner or by themselves, and inside of themselves they have this yearning to live in community, to live with others, and at the same time they have this big fear of what is it gonna be like? What if I end up in a cult? What if I end up not liking it? What if I lose all of my privacy? What if I lose all of my privilege to eat sugar at nighttime, and like everybody? What if people are gonna make fun of me? What if I'm not respected? And there is all of these like huge fears about going from this place of being in isolation into coming into living in a village. And so many people that I've talked to, I hear them saying, yeah, living in village is the way. I want to do that, but I'm not ready yet, or I have to sell my home, or I have to quit my job, or I have to save money. Whatever the excuse is, there is like a big amount of people that have this like big excuse or like limitation or wall that doesn't allow them to step into living in community. So I'm creating this space called From the Ground Down and Up. Down and up. From the ground down and up. It's a space for creating village. Is a space for learning the tools and distinctions that would allow you to have have more confidence, and more not so much about confidence, but develop that muscle inside of you that give you the tools to relate in community. How do you look for the community? How do you look for your people, your village, your home? How do you tell if this is the place for you? How do you present yourself to this village? How do you frame yourself as like, what is it that you have to bring to the village? What is it that you are bringing? And how do you live in the village? Ultimately, like the days to days, like who's gonna clean the dishes, who's gonna make the food, who's gonna look after the kids, who's gonna clean up the yard, etc. So in this space, From the Ground Down and Up, we'll be exploring these tools. There is maps, and there is distinctions, and there is experiments and processes that will like develop the muscle inside of you to have a bit more flexibility, to allow yourself to give that next step into your village, into living in community with others, with more authenticity and more more knowing from within you. So my name is Jorge Pedret. and from the ground down and up is an online space and in-person space that I'm gonna be offering in a few different parts. And it's also a group, a team that where you can ask questions and you can form support teams and village teams, local or internationally, where you can ask for support and ask questions about how to like go from that barrier of living by yourself or living in situation into living with a village. So thank you for watching this. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll see you in the next space. Bye for now.